Merita Boy comes out and says he can no longer be friends with Spoonful of Game. He calls him Spoon, or he's better known as Christopher Thomas, YNW Juvy's father. But I'm going to tell you the real reason why Merita Boy cannot be friends with Spoon, and it's jealousy. Now, I'll circle back to the disgusting act that Spoon is accused of committing or being convicted of. I'm not sure. I'll circle back to that. But first, let's get into Merita Boy. Now, Merita Boy is jealous of the growth of Spoonful of Game's channel. When Merita Boy, he had been shouting out, Spoonful of Game, his boy Spoon, his boy Spoon. He really has only known Spoon 2 years when they were like in junior high school. Then they didn't see each other for 20 years, but they reconnected on Facebook. So he's acting like he's so upset that YNW Juvy, what happened to him, and it's happened to his friends, his friend. And like Spoon said, he hadn't even talked to this man in 20 years. So this is a form of clout chasing. But let me just say so he's jealous of him. Now, Merita Boy, he has been shouting out Spoonful of Game's channel. And he probably got him a couple of hundred subscribers. But the majority of his subscribers came because of King, or I don't call anybody King, academics, not DJ academics, DJ academics and AK-47. That's where the excuse me, that's where the majority of his followers came from. He got 1,000 followers overnight. Spoon was talking about the Law and Crime Network wanted him to do a podcast. He was basically saying, join my memberships on my channel. I'm going to pick one lucky person. And it was kind of suspect. Why wouldn't you pick Merita Boy he's been rolling with you. So you going up, it appears, in fame. And sadly, it's because for the loss of your son. And I'm really sorry about the loss of YNW Juvy and YNW Sak Chaser. But I will say this, Merita Boy has been making light of sexual molestation. YNW Sak Chaser is he is accused, convicted, allegedly of molesting his sisters. And he's been making light of that, calling YNW Sak Chaser a monster, which if he did it, that's what he was. But he's been making light of that. And sexual molestation is nothing to make light of. Now he wants to get on there and cry. You want to cry when you learn what excuse me, y'all. I can't edit this. I'm not going to edit it. He wants to cry when he learns what Spoon has done. Let me tell you something. Wabasso, Florida has 1,000 in population. And what's the other city? Guilford, Florida has 5,000. The streets talk. Them streets be talking. Merita Boy knew about these allegations, charges, convictions of Spoon before this happened. He knew about this stuff before YNW Juvy. He knew about what he was accused of. You can't tell me he didn't know about it. But now he wants to cry. It's so fake. And that D-riding Tanilla, whatever her name is, she's right on the bandwagon. He knew if he called her, he could get her right on the bandwagon. She was just in YNW Juvy father's live kissing his behind. Then soon as Merita Boy called at 5 o'clock in the morning, they want to get on his live. And now you so mad at him. Merita Boy is so mad at him. And they both want to cry on Merita Boy's live stream. But we all can say what we would have done, should have done. And it's not, you never know in that situation. But what I think Merita Boy should have done is you went to him privately, so you say. You should have waited till after this trial. If it was really about YNW Juvy and YNW Sak Chaser, you've been dogging out Bortland. You were the Bortland of the YNW's of the Spoon and James group. So you've been making light of this. Is a very serious situation. You didn't convicted YNW Melly in a court of public opinion before he's ever been convicted in a court of law. So now you want to go after your friend. Even though sexual molestation, anybody that's ever been touched, anybody, my hand up, you know it's devastating. It's nothing to make light of. So when Sak was accused of doing that and you making light of the situation, you thought it was a joke. Now you think it's not a joke. Now you want to cry and it's so terrible, it's so horrific, but you wasn't doing all of that. So what you should have done was continue with that. Just saying, me and Spoon, we have parted ways. And you should not have even mentioned that, brought that up. Now you've caused so much division in the middle of this trial. You've caused even more division by announcing why you have broken up with him. But the real reason why you have broken up with Spoon is because of the growth of his channel. He was on his way, based on being YNW Juvy's father, he was on his way to potentially making money. He was going to do allegedly a podcast on a Law and Crime network. He was partnering with Track called him. So all these opportunities was coming to him. You didn't think sexual molestation. Merita Boy thought sexual molestation was funny. He called Sak a monster and all these type of things. Sexual molestation isn't funny. It isn't a joke. Now that your friend is blowing up on social media, you say clout chasing, now you want to cry. It's so fake. Everybody can see through you. And I wrote an article on Medium, y'all. If y'all go to a platform called Medium, I will link the article in the comments below so you can hear my thoughts, my clear thoughts, without me just going on and on. You wrong for this, Merita Boy. You wrong for dumping your friend for fakeness. If it was on some real stuff, then it would be different. I went to the Indian Creek clerk of courts or whatever it is. I'm probably not saying it right because I don't have the paper in front of me. And I didn't find anything. I'm not saying it's not there. Sexual molestation is one of the worst crimes you can commit. I think it's even worse than unaliving somebody. I do think that if you've ever been a victim of sexual molestation by somebody close to you, then you know it's, then you know it's nothing funny. It's nothing to joke about. It's nothing to play with. I am going to link to the article that I wrote on Medium, a platform called Medium. Droid Route 50 is my name on that platform, and you can hear my thoughts clear. But that D-Rad and Tanilla and that fake, they fake as heck. Y'all so fake. And I'm going to end on this, but let me know in the comments below if you understand what Merita Boy did and why he did it, why he turned on a spoonful of game. Yes, like I said, if you've ever been a victim, my hands up. You know it's no joke. We can all say what we would have done. I think a more appropriate response would have been just to say, I am no longer friends with Spoon. Something happened and I'm no longer friends with him. But then you're live, you're telling people, oh, you can go on this website and look it up. I'm not going to share it. You doing your fake crying. We all know that's fake. All this hard work you have done to bring the public information about the YNW Melly case and to support YNW Juvy and YNW Sak has gone down the drain. I came on your platform and I mentioned that I do not support the death penalty for black and brown people. I'm listening to the facts and I haven't decided if YNW Melly is guilty or innocent. Whether he's guilty or innocent, YNW Juvy, YNW Sak chaser did not deserve to be made unalive. Rest in peace. My condolences to their families. But you wrong for this, Merita Boy. You really wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments. Give a thumbs up, whatever. Let me know if Merita Boy is wrong. How would you have handled it? How do you think he should have handled it? Or if you think he handled it right, then let me know that too. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna drop a link to the article I wrote. All right, I'm out.